Mr. Anderson. Welcome to the 90s, when everything plugged into a serial port. And if you didn't have one of those laying around, it was empty. You plugged it into an adapter for a parallel port. Oh, and I forgot to add emphasis. Parallel port. Because every commercial in the 90s, parallel was a big thing. I think. Quote me if I'm wrong. Oh, and besides that, you had to load everything on one of these little guys. I mean, little, because compared to the predecessor, which was bigger and definitely more floppy. This I call bendy. Because with the other ones from the 80s, its predecessor, you go and break all it apart, and it was that easy to snap one of those in half. Literally, I tried, and when one of your main programs, came on 5¼ inch floppies, you had a box full of them, a box full. Seriously, because for just one program, for God's sake. Thank God they switched to these floppy drives, the 3½ inch floppies, because they're a lot less, floppy, and more or less hard, and stored information a lot better, because there was a lot more information to be able to store on these than your predecessors. Anyway, this isn't the point. This is. What does it look like to you? A hand sander? Wrong. It's a mouse. And to be exact, it's a 1990s serial port ball mouse. Made by Logitech. Which was clean as, well, a baby's ass, I guess. Once it's clean. Remember that, kids. Anyway. The ball was nice and rounded. It wasn't all flattened on one side because it had been sitting there. It was in non-broken packaging. It was sitting there with manufacturing tape because you can never have enough capitalism on your devices. Anyway, the review over this mouse. Over playing with this mouse on a Windows XP computer after loading up the floppy software and having a go with it. It's great for what it is. Just if you want to play hours upon end with something like this, don't do it, because you will get hand cramps, like major hand cramps, because of these little suckers, these little corners. Which I guess you could take a belt sander to and go, or a Dremel and pop that off, or, around the corners better. But hey, that takes away from the nostalgia, man. Don't do that. Something cool that I noticed about this mouse, besides it being a ball mouse, because I like ball mouses, because those are kind of cool, was its third clicker. Your third mouse button. And it was your scroll. For goodness sakes, that was your scroll? Huh? When you're looking at something that's like this, and you'd scroll up and down with that. This is your scroll? Question mark? How do you use it? Well, you hold it, and then you move the mouse across the mouse pad, up, down, left, and right, where you wanted to go, and it would go there. Because trust me, I've worked with this mouse. Trust me, it works. And it was very cool technology. Thank you, Logitech, for creating the Logitech Pilot mouse from 1990 to 1993, and there it is in all of its glory. More or less like a spaceship or a weird hand sander from that age. But it is what it is, and I love it. I would totally spend 25 cents on it again if I had to buy another one of these for my computer, which I don't, but hey, I would. Don't judge. Don't judge. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button down there. And go ahead and hit subscribe if you want to see more, which is down here. Down here. Quick, quick, quick.